Some issues surrounding Android 17 as it rolls out to Google Pixel devices. Some users have had some difficulties and some pretty serious claims at that. I've been using it on my Pixel 10 Pro XL, so I'm going to talk about my experience and whether I've had any of these issues. Let's bring the camera around and take a look. And we're back here with the Pixel 10 Pro XL running Android 17, and there was quite a wide range of complaints that users had. Now, not everybody had everything, but people are especially sensitive to Pixel updates whenever there's mention of 5G and LTE and Wi-Fi connectivity, because there's been such a track record of Google having issues with that on updates. So as much as you want to dismiss some of the noise, because there's a balance. Pixel updates are always a complicated conversation because yes, there is a sense of, okay, people overreacting and there's not that many units, and then everybody on Reddit kind of jumps on the bandwagon, and then all of a sudden there's a narrative that there's all these problems with Android 17. But at the same time, Google's not immune to issues. The Pixel 6 and Android 12 pretty much made it so that forever, from here on out, whenever there's any sort of complaint around an update or Google software, people are going to listen because that device had legitimate problems that were well beyond the regular kind of Reddit noise. So there's been some 5G connectivity complaints, overall connectivity complaints with Wi-Fi thrown in there as well. Some issues switching back and forth, but then data connections as well. So people are losing 5G, it's switching to LTE, but then they're seeing signal, but they're not able to get data. So the signal's there, but they're not actually connected. So that's something. Or not recognizing inputs and touches is another problem that people are having. The widgets are disappearing, and mostly that's with the work profiles going back and forth. Battery life has had an issue with some users where it's draining a little bit faster than it should after an Android 17 update. I've been using it since it was available on the Pixel 10 Pro XL. I got to say a few things. Do I notice any of the 5G stuff? I have noticed that, but I'm not losing data like some others are. I am noticing, though, that it is more aggressively switching between 5G and LTE. Now, I don't know if there's some sort of sensitivity that Google has to tweak there to make it so it doesn't drop 5G so quickly, but maybe it's doing some sort of calculation between the LTE signal is stronger, so that saves battery life. If the speeds are comparable and it's switching over, I have no idea. What I know is that in the past, I used to be annoyed because my Pixel 7a, for instance, didn't switch enough. Or in the instance of the Pixel 7a, it didn't switch at all. So it would just sit on 5G, even if there was no 5G signal, and it would actually disconnect me from data as opposed to just switching me over to LTE. So I don't know if that's Google's remedy for that, being more aggressive with the switching, but I do think that is tweaking. Now, people losing connectivity altogether is a different issue. So that shouldn't happen, period, ended, whether you're switching between networks or whatever. Network connectivity, battery drain, and all that stuff is such a complicated thing with radios and all the rest of it. So I don't know. That people are obviously experiencing it. It stinks if you do, but that's something that hopefully Google can tweak. I haven't noticed any of the touch input problems. The one thing I did notice is that it's happened a few times, so I know it's just not a one-off. I'll swipe up to get the app drawer, and the kind of iced contrast, the blurring out, won't happen. So it'll basically just be a load of icons on top of the icons on my home screen. That's happened a few times, but nothing that I'm gonna give up my Pixel for or have a serious issue with, because overall the experience has been good. I've not gotten the battery drain issue, but that again, that might be along with if you're having the modem issue, perhaps that's causing some of the battery drain issue. So it's obvious Google's acknowledged problems. That's something that they would never do in the past. They've actually acknowledged, I think, that some of these things are happening. So that's at least a kudos there. And they do have things to work on. But I think by and large, if you're not experiencing those issues, you're going to enjoy Android 17 because, boy, it's really good. It's smooth on my Pixel 10 Pro XL. I love Bubbles was absolutely necessary. And don't discount that. It is so easy to go in here and to be able to turn something into a bubble and then go back and add another one. That's the Bubbles. Now I've got my multitasking back and forth, right? I've got my multitasking. I can go like this, switch back and forth, use the apps that I need, swipe out of it, it's there. When I'm done with it, go down here. Multitasking on Android absolutely needed an overhaul. And we got it with Android 17 on the Pixel devices, and it just lends, and the ease of use is what's big to me. We've seen multitasking advancements before, but they've never been that easy to use, where it literally says for the threads anyway, bubble. Put it into a bubble. And then you go back out here and you could do the same thing. These are you could hit plus, you could have your recently used bubbles, so you could have apps that you pair together a lot. You could have that there, you could drag and drop it, drag it anywhere on the screen, have it back and forth. That's the ease of use that I need for multitasking on Android, and we absolutely got it with Android 17. The different things that you have in here as far as the contact picker, which is a small thing you might say, but it's great for that granular security control, where if an app is requesting your contact list, you could just give it the contacts that it needs. So if it's Telegram or it's WhatsApp and you know everybody's not on there, you could go ahead and pick through the names that you need. I think that's a small thing, but it's good. App memory limits is an under the hood thing that you may not consider, but it's going to improve the overall user experience. If there's an app that's being a little too aggressive with RAM, that way you can conserve that RAM, keep the home screen, keep everything running well, so you don't get those stutters and those slowdowns that sometimes you see. I think that Google's done an overall pretty good job, and I think that while there are issues, people definitely have a right to have concerns. Google's going to have to eat that forever. Google's going to have to understand that there's always going to be a base of buyers that are coming from Pixel 7s and Pixel 6s that live through these nightmares of Android 12 and these hardware difficulties with Tensor that are always going to have one ear up, right? Their intent is always going to be up, just looking for these things. So I think you see a lot of that on Reddit. I do think there has to be some sort of balance. I do think a lot of the Pixel hatred and the whatever is unwarranted now. If you're having legitimate issues with your Android 17 install, if you're losing data and connectivity and Wi-Fi, you have every right to be angry, and Google should absolutely work on that, because that should not happen on any unit. Okay, there's a built-in error with any sort of software that you deal with, but let me tell you something, it should be zero, and Google should work as hard as they can, an unrealistic goal perhaps, but as long as they're working towards that, you're going to see some positivity. And we've seen a little bit of rumblings now. Android 16 had a couple different things. The March update had some issues. So we're starting to hear a little bit more noise than we are used to in the last several years about Android software and Google software in particular. So I really hope that the company doesn't slide back, does kind of work on that, does keep kind of going forward, because the software has gotten to a good place. So I want to keep Google there because it is the highlight of the device. It's not the raw performance. It's not necessarily the cameras anymore, even though they're still pretty darn good. It's the software experience. That's why I think Pixels are great for first-time Android users, because Material 3 Expressive Design is easy to use. The customization stuff that you can do, and all these things, now bubbles, the things that they keep adding, the feature drops, the small things like Now Playing. There's a lot to like about your Pixel, but Google's got to keep it in a good spot. Let's not go back to where the customer satisfaction is 25% want to leave, like it was a few years ago, because their Wi-Fi couldn't work or their fingerprint sensor didn't work or all these things. It's not that hard to fall back. Samsung learned that on a positive note. You had TouchWiz, which was awful, going to One UI, which is significantly better. Now Samsung, one of the strong suits is software. So for a while there, it wasn't good with Android 12. Google improved things. They're in a good spot, but you could easily slide back. So I'm not experiencing any of the kind of show-stopping problems, and I think Android 17 overall is pretty darn good on the Pixel 10 Pro XL. But that's not to discount people who are having issues. Okay, so it's a fine line. I hope it's just kind of that Pixel hate rearing its ugly head. There's a few users with issues, and then they kind of get parroted by other users on Reddit who just love hating on Pixel. Let's hope that's not the case. I do think this particular one is a bit noisier than usual, so I think it goes beyond that, but I don't think it's full meltdown, because at least mine is okay. A lot of people I know is okay. Not to discount if yours is not. You know, we've learned that about Pixel. Just because mine's okay doesn't mean that yours is okay. So keep all that in mind, but I think overall, if you're not experiencing any problems, you're going to be perfectly happy with Android 17 on your Pixel devices. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have the Steve-licious day.